Now, 2 beavers have been released into the wild in England after the government approved their reintroduction. Conservationists say beavers' love of dam building will help create wetlands, increasing biodiversity. But the Farmers Union, the NFU, says the move is a mistake, with concerns that the large rodents could negatively affect agriculture. Here's Jonah Fisher.
On the banks of a river in Dorset, urged on by a government minister.
Okay, everybody ready?
The first wild beavers in England were released under licence. A few rather tentative steps from the beaver, a giant leap for the return of a rodent that was once hunted to extinction in the UK. If he looked a bit groggy, well, it was understandable. He'd just been transported from Scotland, where they already have legal wild beavers.
We've got really depleted nature in Britain and the UK, and in terms of our freshwater habitats, restoring those beavers do more than any other species. So the activities that they do just to get by in their daily life, building dams, gnawing trees, opening up freshwater wetland areas, this really brings back a huge number of other species.
There are already some beavers living in the wild in England, the result almost certainly of illegal releases, what's known as beaver bombing. You can see the evidence that some of them live here. We're not far from the official release site. But though the release of beavers is undoubtedly good news for nature, there are those who aren't happy with the thought of all those new beaver dams. Farmers say their fields will end up flooded, and not enough thought has been given to how growing beaver populations will be managed. What would you say to farmers who say this hasn't been properly thought through?
This has taken 7 years to get to this day. This is the first wild release for centuries, and what we are doing by making it a licensed activity is saying we will not accept beaver releases in places where stakeholders like farmers haven't been consulted.
Oblivious to it all, England's first fully licensed wild beavers headed off for their first evening of freedom. So a big day for beavers, a big day for rewilding in England. And we've come back to the spot actually where those beavers were released earlier today, and actually have been watching one of them building a shelter behind us. It's too dark to see it now. The government's hope, though, is that there will soon be thousands of beavers in our waterways, helping to restore habitats where other creatures can thrive too. Clive.
All right, Jonah, thanks for that. Jonah Fisher there.